not to the cloud. There you go. You're doing it. All right. Good morning, everybody. Do we have any requests today? Anything that needs particular attention? I know, your minds, your nervous system. Nothing in particular. Okay. Then let's begin. So start to find a comfortable seat. And that seat can be whatever it needs to be for you to feel that there's support for your spine. Good. And we're coming into our first breath, Ujayi Breath. Start to bring you into that state of calm. So the Ujayi Breath is you're breathing in and out through the nose, but the exhale has a little bit of a squeeze to your throat. Right, so you're actually engaging the throat a little bit. So the exhale sounds like steam, so an audible exhale. So as you breathe in, you exhale. And it sounds a little bit like if you had your mouth open and you were trying to fog up a mirror, it would sound like. So it's like an audible sigh, but with your mouth closed. So try and find that, inhaling your breath and exhaling audibly through the nose. And just allow that to happen, inhaling fully and exhaling Ujjayi breath. Good. And so this is just letting your mind filter. Keep your attention on the breath. Let the contents of the mind just move around. Like if you've seen those little glitter wands that they have for kids, or even a lava lamp, or even an hourglass, that the contents, when you turn it upside down, there's that slow sort of settling of the whatever the contents are of the sand or the glitter or the stars. So this is what you're allowing to happen. The thread of the breath is where you keep your attention, but that what is happening all around that thread of breath, just allow it to be there. And every time your mind wants to grip in that direction, you just bring it back to that feeling of the exhale, that subtle sensation at your throat. Don't look for this breath to take you anywhere. Don't look for the breath to make anything happen. Again, you're allowing that slow settling to occur. This is maybe where you start to feel where the edges of your mind are. So there's the mind that has contents, that has thoughts. And perhaps around that, you begin to feel that there's a space that is still your mind, but that isn't thinking. It's just observing. So keep the thread of the breath in your attention. Just allow your awareness to widen so that you are feeling not just the contents of your mind, the part of the mind that is observing. You should still feel your audible exhale, hear your audible exhale, Ujjayi breath. The beauty of pranayama is that you don't have to expect anything to happen. You can just be with the breath. And allow the contents of the mind to settle. Keep with the sound of your breath. Make sure that you can hear it. Your ears can pick it up. This is a breath that creates a little bit of heat in the body. Helps to awaken, wake up the mind. At the end of your next exhale, release the breath and just listen to the silence. Where there was sound, there's no longer sound. Perhaps your ears pick up external sounds because they're in a state of listening. The state of listening, or that state of receiving, the state of allowing. It's what we call meditation. You are a container of consciousness. And draw a deep breath in, the top of your breath, pause and hold. As you exhale, exhale slow. Again, if you want that audible exhale, bring it back to that. At the bottom of your exhale, pause and hold. And then inhale again, filling the body cavity with breath. And at the top of the inhale, pause and hold. Well, this Kumbhaka, you are a container, a vessel. Then exhale slow, releasing the breath. And at the bottom of the exhale, pause and hold. Don't run to the pauses. Inhale all the way up to the top of your breath and pause and hold when you get there. And then as you exhale, release the breath. At the bottom of the breath, pause and hold. Keep going, inhaling to the top of your breath, pausing to hold. And exhaling, pausing at the bottom of the breath. And the retention is just a pause. The goal is not to restrict the breath, it's to actually feel the capacity of the breath. So the inhale, you pause and hold that feeling of wholeness, fullness. At the end of the exhale, you pause and you feel that even empty, you have a feeling of wholeness and fullness. The reality that you are a container of consciousness. And the breath is the way that we feel consciousness move without interpretation. So in your mind, it's all interpretation. The breath is just that universal flow of energy, prana, consciousness. So you pause to feel the top of the breath, the fullness, container full. And you exhale and you pause to feel that while there is no breath being held, there's still fullness. And don't worry if pausing in either direction makes you feel a little nervous. If it starts to make your body grip a tiny bit, just relax. You're only pausing for an instant. That pause gives you the chance to feel. It's in the pause, the spaces between the thoughts, that meditation is occurring. The end of your next exhale, release the pausing or the retentions. You're going to switch the breath now to a breath that has no pause. So as you inhale the breath all the way flowing up the spine, exhale, no pause. At the end of the exhale, immediately draw the breath into the inhale. And then exhale, no pause. Again, there's a tendency that there's a natural pause in the breath. Try to move through that. So you're allowing the inhale to fall into the exhale. The exhale immediately flows into the inhale. So you are breathing with no pause. Circular breath. We are a container of consciousness, and the deep states of meditation, we call it samadhi, is when we are immersed in unified consciousness, which means there is no separation of anything. You don't even remember that there's a you. But that state of unified consciousness is the same when you are in this constant flow, no pause, than when you are in that state of retention. It's the same state. Just feel yourself flowing with the breath. You are the inhale falling into the exhale flowing into the inhale, no pause. If you catch yourself pausing, that's okay, but try to allow the breath to flow completely circular, completely fluid. You are a container of consciousness. Don't let the breath stop. Keep it moving. You are just falling into the wave, the circular wave of the breath. Inhale becomes exhale, exhale becomes inhale. The only effort is to remain present. And we breathe with pranayama because it is consciousness uninterpreted, energy uninterpreted. So just like the first breath, allow the contents of your mind to do whatever they are doing, to settle wherever they're settling. The thread of your attention is on the breath. And then as you exhale, release the attention on the breath. Allow the breath to return to how it naturally wishes to flow. You can bring a subtle movement to the body if you'd like, a little cat and cow, rocking of the head. If no movement wants to come, then just stay. I'm a great advocate of you sit until your seat needs to change, and then don't complain about it, just change your seat. Good. Then come back to stillness, please. And bring the attention internal again. Start to do what they call a body scan. So you're bringing your attention to the inner state of the body, becoming aware of your state of being. You can feel where there's discomfort, you can feel where there's pain, you can feel where there is feelings of lightness, openness, space. I want you to bring this sensation inside of a smile, like you are smiling internally. So find something in your mind that would cause you to smile so that you have the sensation of it. You can even let your outside mouth smile. And then turn that smile inward. And smile at your eyes, and your ears, and your brain. That they are healthy and well. Even if you think that they aren't, smile. You smile at your nose and your mouth. And smile at your throat, the glands, the thyroid, your lymph system, smile at it. And as you move down, smile at your own heart, tirelessly doing its job. And breathe and smile at your lungs, tirelessly doing their job. And smile at your shoulders, your rib cage, your arms, your hands, and your fingers. And smile at your liver and your gallbladder. And smile at your spleen. You don't even have to know where they are, just smile at them. At your pancreas, smile. Smile at your stomach. All of these organs tirelessly doing their job. Smile at your kidneys. And smile at your small intestine, your large intestine. Smile at your bladder. Smile at your uterus, your ovaries, your prostate. Smile at your sex organs. Smile at your legs. Your feet, your toes. You feel this sensation of internally smiling, filling the whole internal space. Smile at your body that is tirelessly doing its job. And turn your attention to the contents of your mind again. And smile. Smile at the thoughts that are running and running and running. Smile at the shadowy corners. Smile at the spots that are bright and vibrant. Smile where it looks like you're staring into nothing. Smile at the chaos. So that in the midst of all of that mind stuff, there is this sensation of what it is to be smiling. And you don't lose that. You look around that inside space and you say, this is home. You smile. And bring your awareness to, again, the contents of the emotional self. Don't get into a big list of what's there. Just smile. Let it be there and smile at it. To smile at your anxiety, at your grief, at your joy, at your sadness, at your apathy. Smile at your irritation. Smiling doesn't negate any of those feelings, but it gives you a place to be in it. You always have the ability to smile at yourself. You're filling yourself with that sensation of smiling. Even if your mind says it's a bunch of BS, smile. Smile at that voice that says that this practice makes no sense. And can you smile at those spaces beyond what you know to be your body and your mind? You have no definition for what that is, but you smile. And feel reflected back to you as though by smiling, you are inviting these waves of bliss. waves of completeness, of wholeness, peace. The way we are built energetically is that place that the bliss flows from is inherent in you. It's intertwined with your mind and your body, all the layers of your mind and yourself. So that act of smiling at what you find invites that sensation of bliss. And it's not separate from everything else, it is intertwined. So we practice not trying to sort it all out. Contents of your mind, don't sort it all out. But reach for that sensation of smiling. And the bliss will be there. The peace will be there. You are a container of consciousness. At the core of that container, the core, the heartbeat of that container is this wave of bliss. The smiling. So it's not beyond you. Practice smiling at all bits of yourself, all places in yourself. And release your attention from doing anything. Feel your breath return to its steady state. Contents of the mind settle where they settle. Don't try and put them anywhere. And then bringing the hands together in front of the heart center, palm to palm. Drop your chin towards your chest. Again, one more moment, internally smiling. This whole self is a container of consciousness. You don't need to sort it all out. And sliding the thumbs up to the space between the eyebrows. Namaste. Thank you guys so much. Thank you, those practicing in the room with me. You have to unmute to let me know how that went. And Emily, you can hit the stop button on your thing. It will stop the recording, and then you don't have to do anything else until after I close the meeting.